Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews. And today we've got Month in Review, Season 2, Episode 3. Quite a short month. We've actually found it quite difficult to get together this month.
Yeah.
Numerous things going on right now, and there's actually not been that many releases.
No. Two things that have been released though. Monster Chaotic.
Monster Chaotic was good.
It was very good.
Very good. A lot of the Discord now seeing it popping up here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And it's so far, you know, if you're not part of our Discord community, I think the general consensus is that it's pretty damn amazing.
Yeah, we had some comments on the video that some people do prefer the original one. The one we had wasn't the original one, but it was the last rendition we could get a hold of before Chaotic come out. And I actually prefer Chaotic. It is different, but it's cleaner tasting.
It's only half sugar, which
yeah,
it was half sugar, wasn't it? It was like 117, 120 calories or something like that.
Okay.
4 grams of sugar per 100 ml instead of like the 11, 12 it was.
Well, in that case, yeah, that's.
But yeah, so yeah, absolutely amazed at that. I've not seen it in my local, but I only go to one local, and it's a Thrifties, so I think they just pick it up wherever. They've got pretty much everything else in now at the moment.
I know Crit Hit Game Hub in Liverpool have had it in. But I know for a fact that they need to order it from yourcoca-cola.co.uk.
Which we actually mentioned in the last month in review, I think we did.
Yeah. Because it's still not in any of the cash and carries.
No.
More interestingly than that, we looked at the Burger King vegan nuggets a couple of months ago, but I only got around to uploading the video this month. I uploaded it after the video on the vegan katsu stuff from Burger King, which it was delicious. It was nice as far as Burger King stuff goes.
A double set of great products.
But as far as vegan products go, it was abysmal. As far as Burger King customer service goes, it was
worse than abysmal.
Yeah, but that being said, it was to the standard we've come to expect.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise. It was just like.
But that's just sad.
My days, here we go again.
Yeah. We don't need to talk a lot about that, but in short, the supposed vegan renditions of the burgers came with cheese on them, which just that and the conversation. If you are interested in knowing more, you can watch that video. But that combined with the conversation I had with the staff about the cheese on the burgers, it just, you cannot have any faith or any trust or any confidence whatsoever that if you order anything that says vegan from Burger King, you're going to get something vegan. And if you are ordering something vegan, chances are the fact that it's vegan is pretty important to you. I mean, fortunately for us, we're not actually vegans, but in terms of like what we do, it's not important to us personally, but the people who are watching those videos, I imagine a lot of them, it would be important to. So it was a very valuable experience for us to be able to share, I think.
Definitely.
So I mean that could.
Did you ever message Burger King? Because I remember you saying you were potentially going to upload the video to their Twitter.
Yeah, and bait them.
And bait them into liking it.
Yeah.
Did you ever get around to it?
I didn't,
Well, if you get a spare 5 minutes and you're a little bored.
I'll do it.
Should have done it on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd have been busy thinking of something to do with women's rights to post on April Fool's Day. That's not right. For context, that's not me criticising anything to do with women's rights. That's me criticising the post that Burger King put up on International Women's Day that said women belong in the kitchen. is what that is.
I know this, but I'm glad for context.
Yeah, the only other video we've actually recorded this month was the Beyond Athena Colada, which we actually recorded about 10 minutes ago.
At 11 p.m. and trying some caffeine.
Yeah, it's 11:45. Hence, I don't know about you, I'm flagging a little bit. But yeah, the Beyond...
Well, I only got out of bed at like 11 o'clock, so I'm not doing too bad.
I was driving to Birmingham at 8 in the morning.
No, really great products. It was a limited edition, so it came with the glow in the dark shaker, similar to the Back for Blood. So it was a shaker and tub of Athena Colada. Really great. Really loved Athena Colada as a flavour, and the glow in the shaker is cool as anything.
Yeah, the shaker's incredible. I think I'm really glad we ended up getting 2 of those when we thought we were getting one.
Yeah, because we'd have had we're not had an argument, but we would.
No, I'd have let you have it because I know you like to use all the different shakers, whereas I tend to just stick to one and just keep the rest on a shelf. So it would make more sense in my mind for you to.
I'd have let you have the tub if we hadn't got to. So
that's pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, thanks again to Beyond and Paradox for sorting that.
And Connor,
which we do mention in the Beyond video.
Yeah, again, watch the video if you want to see that. No, not that we're trying to just plug other videos or anything. But I'm sure those other videos are probably more interesting than this one. One story I promised you I'd tell. I said I was going to save it for the video. So, the other day, I was parking my car on Kempston Street, where Crit Hit Game Hub is. I was going to play Kill Team. It was a Thursday, and I had my bag. Stepped out the car, went to close the door, went to lock the door, and I saw a car coming towards me, and I thought, he looks to be like coming towards me, not just coming down the road. And he slowed down and come towards me, and I thought, shit, what's going on?
Bleep that.
We don't need to. I don't monetize these ones anyway. Don't need to bleep it. And this car got closer, and I was like, there's 3 or 4 lads in this car.
Oh no.
What's going on? And they pulled up and stopped and rolled the window down, and I'm thinking, I just want to go and play Warhammer. What's going on? And the driver leaned over the passenger, because it was the passenger window they rolled down, and goes, "Everyday food reviews." And I was like, oh my God.
Made. Did you just go, all right?
Yeah.
Yes!
I would, if those lads are watching, I would like to apologise for how awkward that conversation was, but you'd completely blindsided me and I didn't know what to say. I think I just said, like, how are you doing? And they were like, yeah, good, love your content. I was like, cheers.
Nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
No, that's good.
Appreciated that.
And did they give us any food recommendations?
They didn't. They asked if I was going to do any videos there and if that's why I was there. It wasn't that day, obviously, but at some point we do need to go to Taihi.
Yep.
And Guac and Roll, which are both like right by the game
shop where you play. So if we just decide to play one day, we can maybe do a video on the 2 things before.
Yeah. And I've spoiler alert, I have been to both of them and they are both amazing.
Look forward to it.
Like, without even having done the video yet, I would recommend anyone goes and checks them out. Like, don't wait for a review, just go. They're amazing, both of them.
I went to a restaurant last night.
Oh, yeah, you said.
Yeah, I went to 14 Bar and Grill in Bootle.
Was it any good?
The food was really good. The service was a bit questionable. It was very busy and very loud at some points. There was a party on, which the issue I think we all had is we pre-ordered the food like in the last week, And then it took them 50 minutes, which we told maybe 3 or 4 people in them 50 minutes that we'd already, because they came over and said, are you ready to order food? And we said, oh, we've already pre-ordered. We told like 2 or 3 people this, different waitresses. And then I think the owner, or the head lady, if it was the owner or something, came over. Hostess, yeah, thank you. And then we told her, and then she sent another waitress over to then just confirm that what we pre-ordered is what we wanted. 50 minutes into, we sat down at 7 o'clock, and it was like 10 to 8 by the time someone was coming around with a bit of paper with all our names on and everything we'd ordered. There was 8 of us, but still. And then they offered us a round of drinks on the house to say sorry. And 6 out of 8 came. And it took another 45 minutes before the last 2 came. One of them being mine.
What drink was it?
It was a raspberry bomb cocktail.
Okay.
But the other one that was missing was just a large Sauvignon.
Right, okay. I was going to say at least it was something they did have to actually make.
Yeah, but they brought 3 espresso martinis, so they brought 4 cocktails.
Yeah, right.
And 2 pints of lager. 1 pint of lager and 1 Sauvignon. And then there was my cocktail and another Sauvignon. Which, yeah, took a while. So it's a bit unfortunate. It's at the top of it, and it's really weird. You have to go into like this block of flats, residential flats, and it's at the very top of these flats. And the views are great. Don't get me wrong, the views, amazing. The food, really quite good. It's a mixture of like British grill and it's like sushi.
Oh, okay.
So I had, and obviously because we'd waited so long, we were just bring out the food when it was ready. So it was like we didn't even get like our starters. It was just like bring what was ever ready first. I'll just tell you about my meal because it's just easier. So I got Korean lamb chops, which are really quite something. Salt and pepper crispy squid, truffle fries, which are really nice. I got 2 plates and then the chips, and I used them as a meal. I could have gone for a lamb shank, but so I think they were about I'm not going to confirm price, 14 bar and grill, so you can see the prices for yourself. And then I also got some bang bang chicken sushi and tempura prawn sushi. Really quite nice. Just a shame on some of the service. So yeah, something that could have took like an hour and a half. You know, we ended up walking out about 9:30, which bit of a shame.
And you got there at 7.
We got there at 7. Already pre-ordered our food, and in the end, we'd actually cancelled one of the sushi that two of the people they had ordered a few plates and was sharing one. They ended up cancelling one of the sushi because they didn't bring it out, and they were counting all the plates, and we were like, we've not had it, and they were like, the chef said it's come down. It's like it definitely hasn't. So it's just, yeah, there's a few issues, but yeah, real shame because it's great. It was great food, like really lovely. Like if it was, you know, if you were gonna put a rating on it in like a TripAdvisor or something, and you'd be like, well, it's hard to give it anything more than like a 2 or a 2.5 because the food was that good, but the service let it down, and so yeah. I know it's not everyday food, but I thought,
no, it's worth talking about.
So yeah, I've 2 of the people who we went with have been in the week, and they said it's a lot quieter. Maybe it was because it's Friday, maybe because there was a party, but at the time that we'd set, it was only us and one other table eating. So yeah, bit of a shame. So if you do want to try it, if you are in the Liverpool area and you're looking for something like that, 14 Bar and Grill, really quite nice, but maybe go in the week when it might be a bit quieter.
Yeah.
Parking's a bit of an issue as well. It's like just residential streets. But if you're going after 6 o'clock, then some of the side streets are free anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really weird because it's at the top of a block of flats. Like they say, the views are amazing because you've got everything from all over Bootle into the bay. Looking over the new Everton Stadium where it's being built, Bramley Moor Dock. Then you've got all of Liverpool, and then you've got like Anfield, Goodison Park, and then like the rest of like Merseyside in the northwest. Going, it's almost like 360-degree view. So, but yeah. So a little Easter egg there for you in this video.
Yeah, nice.
But on that note,
it's a shame the food does sound really.
it's really good normal sushi. It's a bit overpriced. It's a bit overpriced compared to like normal sushi. So it was like £7 for 4 pieces of like bang bang chicken. Whereas obviously at Yo Sushi, something like that might be like £5. But it's because it's a restaurant. I get you pay more in a restaurant, by the way. Don't worry. Like, you know, for intimate experience and things like that, that's fine. Not bothered about that. But yeah.
Was it better than Yo Sushi though? Food?
Yeah, quality wise, yeah. The only questionable thing on the menu that I saw was like a sharing steak, a sharing tomahawk for £70. Whereas even when you compare that to something like Miller and Carter, I think Miller and Carter are like 60-70 quid, and I'd consider they'd probably do it better.
They are just a chain restaurant though, aren't they?
They are, but they are quality. But yeah, it is a shame because the food was really good.
That's the thing, when something's on the menu for like £70, like you don't know if it's worth it without trying it.
No.
And that's a lot of money to throw away if it's not worth it.
That's what I mean. Because it's not a chain. At least when it's a chain like Miller and Carter, you've got some kind of trust there.
Expectation of consistency or something.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've been to Miller and Carter before and you've had any of their other products, you think, oh, well, 60-70 quid for a sharing steak. You think
it's probably going to be all right.
It's probably going to be all right. It's probably going to be good. And obviously they've got the weights on. The uncooked weight wasn't on this menu, so you just don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
At least I think at Miller and Carter, I think the tomahawk is 30 ounce. So at least you know what the uncooked weight is that you're going to share. So, but yeah, real shame. Like I say, give it a try if you are looking for something like that. So
yeah,
it's difficult to slate it when the food's that good, but I mean, obviously you don't know if the staff are relatively new, whether they've been open very long, but
things do happen.
Things do happen. It could have just been unforeseen that they had that party in. It was like almost like 2 long tables, but then like I say, at the time that we've set, and because it's only pre-ordered, and I think they only take bookings, they don't do walk-ins, you'd expect that they know how to work and they'd be prepared, so that's my only gripe. So, but yeah, on that note, I think it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.